Our next presenter is Jorge Villarreal, who is an artist and a residency founder. Yes. Yeah. He is a multidisciplinary artist and founder of Casa Caché, artist residency in Havana, Cuba. It explores themes of identity, memory, and place. Raised in McAllen, Texas, and deeply influenced by his Mexican-American heritage, Jorge's work employs color, symbolism, and iconography. His art has been exhibited internationally, including in New York, Berlin, and Mexico City, and he is dedicated to fostering cross-cultural artistic exchange and collaboration. There you go, babe.
Howdy. I want to thank everyone for being here tonight and the speakers for presenting. It's pretty nerve-wracking to be up here, so thank you. Okay. If these walls could talk, this phrase has resonated with me over the years. Tonight we find ourselves at the Carver Community Culture Center, a place steeped in history and enriched by the unique convergence of cultures along ethnic lines. It's a space where walls themselves seem to resonate with the echoes of the past. But what are walls? What value do walls hold aside from their structural purpose? As a first-generation Mexican-American raised in McAllen, Texas, a border town between Mexico and the United States, walls symbolize more than physical barriers. They represent the intersections where my cultural and personal identity has been shaped. As a child, I was immersed in two distinct cultures. I navigated the boundaries between two countries and contemplated which side of the border best represented my identity. This early experience instilled in me a unique and autonomous perspective, which continues to inspire and guide my work as an artist. Every Sunday, we'd go to church in the morning and then Luby's for lunch. On the Texas side, followed by cross-border excursions with my father and cousins to watch bullfights or lucha libre on the Mexico side. A vivid tapestry of my cultural heritage that blends religious rituals with a vibrant spectacle of Mexican entertainment. As a multidisciplinary artist with a background in architecture, fine arts, and photography, my work explores the in-between of identities, focusing on the spaces between different borders. In my series Untitled Walls, I visually examine personal, physical, and cultural divisions, revealing the complex layers of identity and the feeling of belonging. Each of my photographs tells a story of human experiences through the use of vibrant colors, text, and symbols, reflecting life at the border and the constant evolution in these dynamic spaces. By highlighting cultural transitions, each piece captures a subtle shifts between cultures, across boundaries, and over time, showcasing the delicate balances of separation and connection that defines life at the border. In 2009, during a trip to Havana, Cuba with my father, my photographic focus shifted. The city's vibrant colors, textures, combined with the spirit of its people and a unique political environment captivated me. This experience ignited a deeper curiosity about Cuba's cultural landscape and historical resilience. 4 years later, I created a documentary titled La Lucha. This film explores the profound impact of the U.S. embargo, an invisible border that affects Cuban daily life. It highlights the resourcefulness of Cubans as they navigate the challenges of government-imposed rations, showcasing their inventive strategies for operating in a constricted space. In 2018, I was invited to have a solo show at La Fototeca Nacional de Cuba in Havana and exhibited my series Sync. The exhibition featured themes of personal and cultural reflection. Since then, I have continued to photograph Havana, documenting walls that to me resemble gemstones, I'm fascinated by how the salty northern winds, penetrating unseen borders, sculpt the city's surfaces, peeling away layers to reveal hidden beauty. This process not only exposes the city's facades, but also provides a window into its past. This series, titled You're a Gem, became a treasure hunt for hidden gems across Havana, each wall narrating its own tale of resilience and decay. Every wall uncovered a fragment of Havana's soul, gradually becoming a mosaic of the city's cultural and historical identity. During my residency in Berlin, awarded by the Contemporary at Blue Star in 2019, I focused on documenting the brutalist architecture and the remnants of the Berlin Wall. My work delved into the scars of division and the beauty of reconciliation, showcasing the stark contrast that and the eventual harmony that can arise at post-conflict borders. In the aftermath of my experience, while researching residencies, I noticed a lack of programs offered to artists from the Americas and Cuba. This realization inspired a commitment to fill this gap, focusing on bridging political divides through artistic collaboration, the purpose being to create a platform that welcomes artists across the Americas and beyond. Following the pandemic, I formed Casa Caché, a foundation committed to supporting international creatives living and working in Havana. We established residency programs to provide spaces where artists, curators, writers can freely explore and create within the vibrant cultural landscape. On April 6th of this year, we hosted a fundraiser that raised sufficient funds to fully support 4 artists. We provided them with accommodations, meals, and personal stipends, enabling them to immerse themselves in Havana's vibrant artistic scene for an entire month. On May 6th, we welcomed our first cohort of creatives, offering them a platform to deeply engage in Cuba's vibrant artistic community and contribute to the rich cultural exchange. Our goal was to foster a deeper understanding and appreciation for the island's thriving art scene, introducing fresh perspectives that benefit both the residents and the local community. During the residencies, participants were given private tours of notable sites and connected with a diverse network of local artists, curators, and key cultural figures, including leaders of LGBTQ+ movements such as Mariela Castro. This deep immersion into local life enriched the residents' perspectives, providing a genuine understanding of Havana's cultural richness. Casa Caché is committed to facilitating meaningful interactions that highlight often overlooked aspects of Cuban culture. By breaking down physical and symbolic borders through cross-cultural exchange programs, we foster mutual understandings, demonstrating that even the hardest walls can give way to connection, transformation, and unity through art. Thank you.
Okay. Feel better?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay. It's interesting that you have this residency in Cuba, because it always seemed like a place that we couldn't go. But if the average, hi, hello. But if someone wanted to, how do you get to Cuba? If someone wanted to go to Cuba, how do we get there? Is there a way to go see the residency? Or?
Absolutely, it's totally legal to go if you go through as a tourist. We offer sponsor packages through Casa Caché. We invite sponsors and donors to come visit us during the residencies. They get to meet Casa Caché's collaborator that we collaborate with in Havana, Nelson Ramirez, who is he's the curator and the director of the Havana Biennial, and he's a curator for the Cuban Pavilion at the Venice Biennale. We also offer trips to come visit us next year. We're also offering Casa Caché in Mérida, Yucatan, not only in Cuba, but we're also going to be in Mexico because we're a Mexican foundation. And yeah, it's totally, there's many ways to go.
Okay. That's awesome. Yes. And then what's next for Casa Caché? Like, what's the next event or?
We will have our next fundraiser will be in October in New York City, and we'll be raising funds for our next cohort of residents who we will host the month of December in Havana during the Havana Biennial. That's, I think, 4 months long. And then next year in 2025, Mérida, Yucatan in Mexico. And eventually do both of them simultaneously in Mexico and in Cuba.
Wow, that's incredible. It's amazing. Thank you so much.